Good morning students. Welcome to online class. Today we are going to learn physical chemistry unit number 6 solid state. Let's see today two topics. One is crystal lattice and unit cell. Second one is permittive and non-permittive unit cell, which is having 5 subdivision. The first one is simple cubic, second one is body centered cubic, third one is face centered cubic, fourth one is Bragg's equation, and the fifth one is calculation of density. Shall we discuss one by one? See here, the first one is crystal lattice and the unit cell. Okay. What is crystalline solid? Already we discussed, isn't it? So, crystalline solid is characterized by a definite orientation of atoms, ions or molecules related to one another in a three-dimensional pattern, isn't it? So, see here the first question, what is crystal lattice? What is crystal lattice? The regular arrangement of these species throughout the crystal is called a crystal lattice. Now clear what is crystal lattice? And second one is what is unit cell? This is very important 3 marks question in this chapter. A basic repeating structural unit of a crystalline solid is called a unit cell. Yes, let's see the diagram. It is clearly indicated what is unit cell. And also see here, the following figure illustrates the lattice point and the unit cell also. And see here, a crystal may be considered to consist of large number of unit cells, isn't it? So each one in direct contact with its nearest neighbor. So, and all similarly oriented in space. That's why the next one is what is coordination number? See the diagram. It is clearly indicated what is coordination number, isn't it? So, what is the definition of coordination number? The number of nearest neighbors that surrounding a particle in a crystal is called the coordination number of that particle. Now clear what is coordination number? This is also very important question in this chapter. Okay. The next one is, see here, a unit cell is characterized by 3 edge length or lattice constants. What are the lattice constants? It is represented by A, B and C. And also angle between the edges. How it is represented the edges? That is angle alpha, beta and gamma. See the diagram. It is clearly indicated, that is edge length or lattice constants are represented by A, B and C. Now clear? Yes. What is the angle between the edges? There are alpha, beta and gamma. Yes. What is the next one topic? Types of unit cell. See here, there are 2 types of unit cell. One is permittive unit cell, another one is non-permittive unit cell. What is permittive unit cell? See here, a unit cell that contains only one lattice point. Now clear, what is permittive unit cell? A unit cell that contains only one lattice point is called a permittive unit cell, which is made up from the lattice points at each of the corners. Now clear what is permittive unit cell? The second one is What is non-permittive unit cell? In this case of non-permittive unit cell, there are additional lattice points either on a space of the unit cell or within the unit cell. Let's see the diagram. See here. What is permittive unit cell? So how to say simply? Particles are present at the corners only means it is called permittive unit cell. Now clear? What is permittive unit cell? The particles are present only at the corners. The super example for permittive unit cell is simple cubic. It is simply represented by SC. Okay. So, what is next one? Non-permittive unit cell. How to say simply what is non-permittive unit cell? That is, particles are present at corners as well as at other position within the unit cell. Now clear what is permittive and non-permittive unit cell. Okay, what are the examples of non-permittive unit cell? That is BCC, that is body centered cubic, FCC, face centered cubic, and one more also is there, that is edge centered cubic. Okay, now clear? Let's see the diagram. That is one more diagram. It is clearly indicated what is permittive and non-permittive unit cell. Yes, the next one is, see here, there are 7 permittive unit cell. That is, there are 7 permittive crystal systems. What are the 7 permittive crystal systems? See here, one is cubic, that is second one is tetragonal, third one is orthorhombic, fourth one is monoclinic, fifth one is triclinic, sixth one is hexagonal, and last 7th one is rhombohedral. Okay. See here, they differ in the arrangement of their crystallographic axis and angles. So corresponding to the above 7, Bravais defined 14 possible crystal systems. Okay. So how can easily memorize the 7 permittive crystal system? Let's see here. I have to apply one tricks. Easily memorize the 7 crystal system. Yes. See here. What is the tricks? The first one is, see the letters. One is C, T, O, M, T, H, R. So it is simply called C Tom there. What is the tricks here? C Tom there. Okay. C here, C is represented as a cubic. T is represented as tetragonal. O is represented as orthorhombic. M is here represented as monoclinic. T is represented as triclinic. H is represented as here hexagonal. And R is represented as rhombohedral. Now clear? Yes. So how to memorize the axial character and angle means, see here. The first and 7th crystal axial character is similar. What is that? Cubic, that is A equal to B equal to C. In this case of rhombohedral, see here what is axial character. Here also A equal to B equal to C. So first and 7 are same. And see the second and 6th one. Isn't it? See what is the axial character in second one, that is tetragonal. A equal to B but not equal to C. Like that in this case of 6th one also A equal to B but not equal to C. Okay, and the remaining 3 and all same. That is, what are the remaining 3? Yes, that is 3, 4 and 5. What is the condition here? A not equal to B not equal to C. Yes, axial character is clear now. Shall I move on to the angles? So see here, in this case of angle also, first 3 and all similar. What are the first 3? That is cubic, tetragonal, orthorhombic. These and all angle is same. What is that angle? Alpha equal to beta equal to gamma equal to 90 degree. See here. Yes, same. Isn't it? So like that, in this case of monoclinic, see here, what is monoclinic condition? In this case of angle, alpha equal to gamma equal to 90 but not equal to beta. Okay, this is similar to rhombohedral. What is the condition for rhombohedral, student? Here also alpha equal to beta equal to gamma, that is not equal to 90 degree. Okay, and see, next one is triclinic, another one is hexagonal. What is the condition for triclinic? Alpha not equal to beta not equal to gamma not equal to 90 degree. In this case of hexagonal, alpha equal to beta equal to 90 but gamma is equal to 120 degree. Okay, now clear? Yes. Are you able to memorize easily 7 crystal systems? The next one is, see here, that is body centered cubic, that is cubic crystal system diagram. The second one is rhombohedral. The second one is tetragonal. Yes, because see term there. That is our tricks to memorize the 7 crystal system, isn't it? So first one is cubic diagram, second one is tetragonal diagram, third one is orthorhombic, and fourth one is monoclinic. Okay, now clear this. And next one is triclinic, and next one is hexagonal. The last one more is rhombohedral. Okay, now clear this. Yes, after finishing crystal system, see here, above 7 Brevis defined 14 possible crystal systems. Okay. So in this case of cubic lattice, it is furthermore classification, that is one is simple cubic, another one is body centered cubic, and the third one is face centered cubic. In this case of next one, that is tetragonal lattice, furthermore classification, that is simple, another one is body centered cubic. What about hexagonal? See here, hexagonal only exhibit permittive, that is simple cubic alone. What about orthorhombic? See here, in this case of orthorhombic exhibits simple cubic, body centered cubic, and face centered cubic, and one more is edge centered cubic. Okay, it is given in your book, base is face centered. And next one is monoclinic. Monoclinic lattice also exhibits permittive and base is face centered. Yes, and one more, that is rhombohedral, that is trigonal. Trigonal exhibits only one crystal system, that is permittive. And the last one is, see here, triclinic. Triclinic also exhibits only one crystal system, that is permittive. Now clear? The next one is a number of atoms in a cubic unit cell. Okay, already told that cubic unit cell, that is furthermore classification primitive, that is simple cubic unit cell, simply represented by the letter SC. See the diagram here. This is a diagram of simple cubic unit cell. In this case of simple cubic unit cell, students see, listen carefully. Each corner is occupied by an identical atoms or ions or molecules. Okay, and they touch along the edges of the cube. What is that meaning? Edges of the cube do not touch diagonally. That's why coordination number of each atom in simple cubic is 6. Yes, see here, this is a diagram of simple cubic. In that cubic, each atom, see here, each corners, yes, each corners is occupied by an identical atoms or ions or molecules. And how it is touches together? Only by edges of the cube. Only by edges of the cube, do not touch diagonally. So see that, that's why coordination number 6. Very important 1 marks in this chapter. What is the coordination number of simple cubic? 6. See here, number of atoms in a simple cubic unit cell, how it is calculated. In this case, see here, each atom in the corners, isn't it? Yes, each atom in the corner of the cube unit cell is shared by how many neighboring unit cell? Means it is 8. Therefore, atoms per unit cell is equal to NC divided by 8. What is the meaning of NC? Here, number of atoms present at the corners. Okay, what is NC here? Number of atoms present at the corners. Okay, so how can it is calculated? That is NC divided by 8. So that is 8 by 8 equal to 1. Now clear how to calculate number of atoms in a simple unit cell. The second one is body centered cubic unit cell. See here, this is a diagram of body centered cubic unit cell. In a body-centered cubic unit cell, each corner is occupied by an identical particles. Each corners, yes, occupied by an identical particles, and in addition to that, one atom occupies the body center. The center position when atom is present, that's why it is called a body centered cubic system. Okay, see here, in this case, those atoms which occupy the corners do not touch each other. So however, they all touch the one that occupies body centered alone. So how it is represented here? What is the coordination number of BCC? See here. So each atom is surrounded by, yes, 8 nearest neighbors. That's why what about coordination number here? In BCC 8. What about SC student? That is 6. But in this case of BCC is 8. Okay. And next one is, see here, an atom present at the body center belongs to only to the particular unit cell, that is unshared by other unit cell. Okay. See here, in this case of body-centered cubic unit cell, how to calculate the number of atoms in a BCC unit cell. Yes, how it is calculated? See here, 8 atoms, 8 corners, it is shared by 8 unit cell, isn't it? So like a simple cubic. So that's why NC divided by 8 plus NB divided by 1. What is NB here? That is NB is the number of atom at the body center. Okay. Already I told that atoms present at the body center belongs to only to a particular unit cell, that is unshared by other unit cell. Isn't it? That's why it is NB divided by 1. So 8 by 8 plus 1 by 1. So it becomes 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now clear? Number of atoms in a BCC unit cell is 2. What is the next one as? Face-centered cubic unit cell. Yes, this is a diagram of face-centered cubic unit cell. Yes, so see here. In this case of face-centered cubic unit cell, identical atoms lie at each corner as well as in the center of each faces. Isn't it? See the diagram? Yes. Face-centered cubic unit cell, identical atoms lie at each corner as well as the center of each faces. Okay. Those atoms in the corners touch those in the spaces, but not each other. That's why the coordination number in FCC is 12. Yes, coordination number is what? 12. See here. This is one atom. It is connected by, that is totally 12. Okay, now clear? How it is calculated? Unit number for FCC, the simple calculation here, that is 3 mutually perpendicular plane and also 4 nearest neighbors on each of the 3 planes. That's why coordination number in FCC, that is 12. Okay, now clear? Yes. So how to calculate the number of atoms in a FCC unit cell? See here, that is 8 atoms, 8 corners, it is shared by 8 unit cell. That's why NC divided by 8 like a simple cubic. And see here, the atom in the space center is being shared by 2 unit cell. Okay, shared by 2 unit cell. So each atom in a face center, it makes 1 by 2 contribution to the unit cell. That's why it is written like that, NF divided by 2. What is NF? That is number of atom at the faces. Okay. It is shared by how many unit cell? 2. That's why it is NF divided by 2. So how to write? That is 8 by 8 plus 6 by 2. That is 1 plus 3, it is equal to 4. Okay, now clear? The next topic is calculation involving unit cell dimension. Okay. See here, how to determine the crystal structure? The X-ray diffraction analysis, we can easily determine the crystal structure. So how to say is that X-ray diffraction analysis is the most powerful tool for the determination of crystal structure. Okay, now clear? See here, the interplanar distance, that is called D, between two successive planes of atoms can be calculated using the following equation from the X-ray diffraction data. See here, what is that equation? 2d sin theta is equal to n lambda. This above equation is known as Bragg's equation. Okay, now clear? What is the interplanar distance? See here, this is interplanar distance. Okay, between two successive plane of atoms can be calculated using following equation. In above equation, what is lambda here? Lambda is equal to wavelength of X-ray used for diffraction. What about theta here? That is, theta is equal to angle of diffraction. Okay. By knowing the value of theta, lambda and n means we can calculate the value of d. So, what about d? D is equal to n lambda divided by 2 sin theta. Okay, so using these values, the edge of the unit cell can be calculated. The next one topic is calculation of density. Yes, using the edge length of the unit cell. Edge length means what? That is A, B, C, isn't it? So, using the edge length of the unit cell, we can calculate the density of the crystal by considering a cubic unit cell. What is the formula to calculate the density of the unit cell? Rho is equal to mass of the unit cell divided by volume of the unit cell. What is the mass of unit cell? Mass of unit cell is equal to total number of atoms belongs to that of unit cell into mass of one atom. See here, what is mass of one atom? That is mass, already we know the formula, molar mass. What is the unit of molar mass? Gram mole inverse divided by Avogadro number. What is the unit of Avogadro number? Mole inverse. Okay, now clear? This is mass of one atom. So, mass means it is simply represented as small letter m equal to molar mass. How it is represented? Capital M divided by, what is Avogadro number? Na. So, how can write? That is small m is equal to capital M divided by Na. Shall I substitute here? Yes. So, mass of the unit cell is equal to, yes, already what is the formula for mass of the unit cell? Total number of atoms belongs to that of unit cell. What is total number of atom represented by? N into, yes, mass of one atom, that is molar mass divided by Avogadro number. So, mass of unit cell is equal to Nm divided by Na. Okay. So, for example, I have to take a cubic unit cell means all the edge lengths are equal. What is that? A equal to B, B equal to C, isn't it? So, volume of the unit cell, instead of BC also shall I write A? So, it becomes A into A into A, that is A cube. Okay. So, see here, what is the density of the unit cell? Rho formula is equal to Nm divided by A cube Na. Okay, now clear? What is the density of the unit cell? So, from the equation 6, contains 4 variables rho, n, m and a. If any 3 variables are known, the 4th one can be calculated, isn't it? Using this formula, we have to do one sum, that is example number 2 in your book. Barium has a body-centered cubic unit cell With the length it is given 508 picometer along an edge. So what is the density of barium? Yes, in grams centimeter minus 3. What are the given here? N is equal to 2. How it is taken 2? Because this is body centered cubic unit cell. So total number of atoms in body centered? Yeah, that is 2. So N is equal to 2 atom. And then M is equal to molar mass. The molar mass of element here, barium given. So molar mass of barium 137.3 gram mole inverse. What is the value of A given? That is A is equal to 508 picometer. Shall I convert it into meter? Means it is multiplied by 10 power minus 12. Shall I convert meter into centimeter? It becomes 10 power minus 10. So 508 into 10 power minus 10 centimeter. Shall I reduce it once again? So 5.08 into 10 power minus 8 centimeter. Yes. Shall I substitute here? This is a diagram of body center cubic unit cell. Okay. What is the formula to calculate the density? That is rho is equal to Nm or Mn divided by A cube Na. Shall I substitute all the values here? Yeah. So what is the value of M? 137.3 gram mole inverse. And what is N? 2 atoms divided by what is A cube? That is A 5.08 into 10 power minus 8. Yes, cube centimeter also becomes cube into our hadron number 6.023 into 10 power 23 atom mole inverse. Shall I multiply all the values? It becomes 274.6 divided by 78.96. If it is divided means it becomes 3.478 gram centimeter minus 3. So shall I round up the value? It becomes 3.5 gram centimeter minus 3. Okay, now clear? Yes, I hope that all of you understood today's topics. Thank you.